Hi everyone, my name is Vlad Kazako and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Flowlie, and I wanted to give you a quick tour of our application. The way you can think about Flowlie is a platform to enable fundraising in a more automated and more streamlined way for founders across the world. It all starts with the round planner, and this is the area of the application where the founder can effectively start planning the round and structure and get benchmarks on things like dilution, revenue multiples, runway, and much more. From there, they'll go most likely in investor research. They'll have to ask the question, who do I reach out to? Made it pretty easy to answer that question in either a manual way, doing a manual search in our comprehensive database of VCs, family offices, corporate VCs, syndicators, governmental VCs, etc., or leverage our automatic search, which is our AI powered fit scoring model. If you click investment firms, what you will see is a list of all the firms in our database ranked by the fit score, which is effectively a signal of how likely there is for the particular firm to be interested in your company, given everything we know about their investments and their transaction and your company as well. So let's just click into one of those companies, for example, New Theory Ventures, and what we'll see is a detailed overview of their investment thesis, the stages, industries, business models, product categories, etc., as well as the fit score that I was mentioning earlier and why some of the factors were contributing to that fit score. You'll also be able to see the team that works at that particular firm, as well as their portfolio, which allows you to understand what companies have they actually invested in, get an overview of their um, firm, etc., and then get the similarity score, meaning how similar that particular company is to you. And we have a lot of founders leveraging this effectively for competitive analysis in their portfolio and understand, have they backed something that's a little bit too close to our company. From there, you'll organize your research into target lists. You can create as many of those as possible. Let's say you're heading to New York, so you want to put together a list of VCs and family offices in New York. And this is where you're going to start seeing this intermix between research and network analysis right here. So the things on the top are actually the result of our network analysis. And the way to kickstart that is click this purple button, Find Intros. It's pretty simple. You select the people you want to run this for and click Confirm. And what that will do is we'll send a number of agents on the internet and try to figure out, is there anyone in your network that could be connected to the people you're trying to get in touch with. You can run the Find Intros analysis on an individual, a firm, or a target list. So really whatever target you give Flowlie, we will be able to find that. The result of it looks like this. So let's go to Gaurav. This is an individual investor, so has a very similar profile that I was mentioning earlier in the firm. And when you go to invest intro paths, what you'll see is that 20 intro paths were identified towards this particular investor. You can see it as a table. You can also see it as a graph, which may make this a little bit more easy to understand. Here you have the co-founders of the firm. Here you have their network that is connected to Gaurav, and the color represents the strength of relationship between the founder and the connector, as well as the connector and the target. You're also able to manage statuses of intro paths from here to keep yourself organized, store them, update them, etc. The network analysis is really where all of this comes together from a different view. It helps you get set up, connect your LinkedIn accounts, connect your Google accounts, import your network, and also configure automatic intro finder, which effectively allows you to run research and network analysis completely in the background every single day for a certain number of searches instead of doing it manually. In all connections, what you will see is an overview of everyone in your network ranked by the network value. So this is a comprehensive metric that takes into consideration their network, the strength of their network, and how well of a fit their network is to your current round. Meaning someone who has a lot of relationships in venture, but those relationships are not relevant to you, will actually have a lower network value score than someone who maybe has fewer relationships that are very strong and they're very relevant to you. So the goal of this is through the all connections, all you'll have to do in order to get more meetings booked with your investors is to start going down this list from top to bottom and start contacting the people you have a good relationship with. And you can easily update the relationship you have with those people in this drop down right here and see your inner circle, outer circle, and distant circle. Effectively, the people you have really close relationships with, somewhat weak relationships with, and the people you have no relationship with whatsoever. The last thing I want to share with you is the intro pipeline investor meetings. The intro pipeline is effectively a fundraising CRM. It's entirely customizable. You can customize stages, you can customize direct labels, you can create your own pipeline. You can see it as a list. You can also see it as a Kanban. It's entirely up to you, whatever you prefer. You can edit each of those and select sources, the labels, priorities, commitments, amounts. You can tag the reason for passing, shortlist them for the next round, etc. Gives you everything that you would need in order to manage and be on track and keep great notes over the conversations you're having and how people are progressing. Investor meetings takes that one step further, which allows you to connect your Google Calendar. So we automatically detect investor meetings and import them in Flowlie for you. You can deploy our note taker to any of those meetings that would go and start recording those meetings, transcribe them, and then be able to give you everything back in Flowlie. And as you start having more meetings with a particular firm, what you will see in the particular profile, if you go to the meetings tab, an overview of all those meetings, a calendar view, a list of all the investors you've met there. And again, if we have a transcript, either through our recorder or any other recorder that you may be using, we fine-tune an LLM to extract things like discussion points, investment thesis insights, sentiment analysis, points of interest, and points of concern, which founders have been leveraging to write really thoughtful follow-up messages after that conversation. We also map all the to-dos for you in one place. You can also use Flowlie as a task management that allows you to keep everything, again, tidy in one place. The best thing about Flowlie is that it is a comprehensive platform that doesn't actually require you to click buttons if you don't want to interact with it, buttons. We actually have our AI agent, which has tooling in place to manage Flowlie on your behalf. So you prefer navigating Flowlie through text, you can actually do so in the AI agent tab right here. Last but not least, before you start your investor research, just make sure your one-pager is up to date, because a lot of the information in your one-pager is going to be taken into consideration for the fit scoring in investor research. I hope this makes sense. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to support@flow.com, and we are happy to support you. Thank you.